Yeah. That sounds like you just said alien crack.
You could use an upgrade, right?
Boo. I don't know why I don't have any of this freaking crap. I don't understand it. I'm getting my head up in the wood. What was that? Oh, it was a thingy. Give me the thingy. Well, so now it's suddenly picking
What have you
up.
got here?
Only the best a Gant Halipod can offer.
A notch, the what? Okay. Okay. Okie dokie. Wow, that was cool. I got you, fishy, fishy. Uh-uh. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. Um.
You're locked onto me. Okay, they all want to play.
Nah, ain't gonna be no playing. Alright, clearly. Nope. Boo. Ow. Oh. Okay, I'm not supposed to go into that. Now I see that. Oh my goodness gracious, that's a... Whoa. Wait a minute now. Hang on now, hang on now. That was quick and to the point. Just walk in your place and take your stuff. Ah.
These Talans don't look so happy.
There must be a way to activate Palana's master Doko, Lakai. Even though the pilgrims are not allowed to use it, it's still a useful way to access the village. Can you raid the outpost I marked on your map? It's located near you.
Raiding outposts is what I do. You can count on me, Elias.
Didn't I already have one, though? I guess there's only some for specific areas. That's what it seems like. Beep, 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 beep.
Are you the leader of this place?
I am Rumbar, chief of Palana. And you are?
Wait a minute. Did you just say your name is Rumbar?
Son of Tequila Bar. Yes.
Tequila bar? Tequila bird?
I love you guys.
Not a rum bar.
Place is pretty quiet. What are you doing all day?
The Darshans are closed, but a few pilgrims like you are still arriving. I listen to their tales and keep track of the hazardesses they encounter during their long journeys.
Hazardesses are like spirits, right? Or souls? Are there a lot of them out there?
Unfortunately, yes. I locate the hazardesses and send my people to guide them back to Palana, in the hope our Darshams will open once again. Have you met any tormented hazardesses yourself?
How can I help the hazardesses I come across?
If a hazardess is lost, it only takes some hazardaf to guide it to a Darsham or an Essence Shrine. However, some are stuck at a location, and it will take more to solve their life goal. Every case is different, so you will have to find out for yourself.
Hazadav. Sounds important. What is it?
It's a sacred incense that burns in between worlds. We use it to guide lost hazardesses to a Darasham, or to an Essence Shrine. Our Master of Ceremonies, Hirax, can make it, so speak to him if you need some.
Do you think your town has what it takes to rise up and fight the invaders?
Like the Dalatai Guardians did? No. Their hazardesses are scattered across the planet, waiting for a reversion that may never come.
Sorry to hear that.
It's a disgraceful end for Talan. I don't wish it on my worst enemies. I hope we won't all end that way, separated from this world, unable to return our essence to the odds. Talans don't fear reversion, but this is different. This is eternal damnation.
What is this place about?
Palana is the ancient word for pilgrim. The town is built on the roots of the essence vine, which makes it a sacred destination for every Talan who is done with his life.
We only got grapevines where I'm from. I would give a lot for a glass of wine right now.
Most pilgrims
Drunk.
who are visiting Palana have lost their way. Some have lost their mind.
Just kidding.
You seem to be the latter. Maybe you should have your head checked, or speak with Hirax. and see if he can make sense of what you're saying.
I'm interested in the essence vine.
Hirax could tell you more about it. He's the elected caretaker of the vine, and the only Talon I know who's connected to all 4 essences.
What can you tell me about Hirax?
Whatever our Master of Ceremonies and Dispenser of Sound Wisdom recommends, take it with a pinch of Halidium. Old Hirax is not as insightful as he used to be.
Tell me who you are again.
Rumbok.
On my way.
May the odds be...
May the odds be forever in your favor. Ha 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 ha, get it? Ha 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 ha.
Sorry to disturb you. May I have a word?
Turn back, pilgrim. You came all the way to this Yod's forsaken place for nothing.
Woke up on the wrong toes, huh? I just want to talk.
You bet your tiny head you want to talk. I'm Hirax, Master of Ceremonies. Pilgrims used to line up to hear my sermons. Now, Palana's an empty shell of its former glory.
At least there's no invaders in town.
But so many Hazadesses, all unable to join with the Yods and turning the essence vine dry. The invaders are reverting a lot of our people to impose their dominion. And yet, in such violent times, where reverting ceremonies are needed every moon, my last ritual was performed thousands of moons ago. I am useless.
You seem perfectly fit. Start getting things done. Get to work, my man.
Boy, you got less brains than a Zort-flavored bowl of res. Can't you see? The Darashams are closed. Legions of tormented Hazadesses are stuck between worlds. I have nowhere to guide them. I couldn't save the essence vine. I failed in the eyes of our Yods.
Hazadov. Yeah, sounds familiar. What is it?
It's incense with the scent only Hazadesses can smell. Drags them to wherever you have to guide them.
So it's bait. Okay. Can I get some?
I stopped making it when the Daoka went down. Why attract more Hazadesses to Palana when there's no Darashams to pass through?
Can you make some now?
You're persistent, huh? I can't make Hazadav without some Miliorats, which are sacred flowers found in Kizar. If I had those and some sap from Z-Dogs, then maybe I could whip something up.
Gosh, I wish they would just use normal English language. I realize it's an alien world, but it's just like I have to constantly keep going to the daggum glossary just to find out everything that was going on. And it doesn't matter if I've heard the word 50,000 times in different conversations with these characters. I still have to go back to the glossary because I'm like, what the heck are they talking about? I don't know. That's just how that's just how I see it. Other people probably see it differently, but I'm just like, I just use normal English language. I don't know.
I don't see anyone queuing here. Where are the pilgrims?
Probably waiting for someone to fix our Daoka. Or is it already fixed? Not my concern. Pilgrimage is supposed to be a long journey on foot.
What are the pilgrims seeking here?
Probably what you're seeking. Answers. I used to have them all. But those were better moons. I'm not as inspired as I used to be.
I hear you used to be more inspired, Hirax. What happened to you?
You only become a master of ceremonies after a life of pilgrimage around Adelpha.
What happened?
Stories and wisdom from all over the world. It's a sharing process that enriches my 4 essences.
4?
This.
I thought every Talon is only supposed to have 1.
Yes, that is the law of the Yards, but once every life cycle, a male Talon is born with 4 essences and raised by the Almayel to become the next Master of Ceremonies. It's an important responsibility to be a good caretaker and a beacon of wisdom for my people. I lost most of it after the invasion.
There are all kinds of ways to be inspired. Can't you read a scroll or something?
Inspiration comes from hearing the last words of a Talon who's decided to revert, or understanding the purpose of a Hazardous' life. With our villages isolated and the Darashams closed, the weight of failure is too great.
So while other Talans here are the keepers of the Darashams, you are the keeper of the Essence Vine?
More of a caretaker, and not a good one. The origin of its roots are under your feet. With the devoted care of the Master of Ceremonies, that's me, the vine is meant to stretch as far as a Talon can measure. That's how it used to be, back in the moons.
But judging by the long face, you don't get a kick from your gardening job anymore.
Without reverted essences, the vine suffers. It is now shrunk to its most critical bastion. And I don't know if I have what it takes to heal its core. I feel I don't. I know I don't. The Essence Vine needs a new caretaker. Someone who has the strength to revive its immense power.
About that power, could it be used as a weapon against the invaders?
You could, if the balance was restored and enough essences were reverted through the four Darashams. The vine would be our strongest attack against the oppressors.
But what?
The Darashams are out of
Darashams.
order. Another disaster we can blame the invaders for.
So how do we fix them?
Speak to the Darasham keepers.
Darasham.
They should point you in the right direction.
What's a Darasham?
Where have you been for the last 1,000 cycles? The Darashams are passages to the realm of the Yards, where you surrender your borrowed essence to the great cycle of life. Palana has 4 Darashams, one for each essence. As Master of Ceremonies, I perform the reverting ceremony that allows a Talon to become part of the Essence Vine and feed its sacred roots.
So what's Palana about?
Shame and the nostalgia of a once sacred site built on the roots of the Essence Vine. The vine is gone, and all of my tears were not enough to grow it back.
Now the same thing, minus the gloomy filter.
When a Talon reaches the end of a peaceful life, he makes a pilgrimage to the Palana and enters one of the 4 Darashams, representing each of the 4 essences, to be reverted and returned to the Yards. That's the cold version, and it's not up to date anymore because the Darashams are no more.
When's the next reverting ceremony scheduled?
No one's reverting until a Darasham is restored. How did it come to this? I can neither think nor sleep with all the laments of Hazardesses in my head.
Tell me who you are.
Hirax, Helana's Master of Ceremonies, but you know that.
Just gotta mess with ya.
See you later. Hi there. I'm Cutter Slade.
Welcome, strong and confident pilgrim. I'm Kor, the Shamas of Palana, and keeper of the Ka Darusham.
Yeah.
I'm collecting scrolls for Procreana's librarian, Kurag. He's rebuilding the Dano library in Procreana. Maybe the one you're reading is one of them.
Ah yes, Kureg. Not the most open-minded fellow. Yes, I borrowed it from the library, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Shades of Ka.
Great. Can I give it back to him?
Well, the late fees on this must be tremendous.
That's right, Pilgrim.
Can you patch my wounds?
A Shamas
Where can I find the Ka Darasham?
Like the air it represents, the Ka Sham has always been invisible.
Rosham.
But alas, the invasion has now made the Sham non-existent.
How can you tell the difference?
Look down at the bottom of the cliff over there. You'll see poor Hazardesses tormented by their tragic fate. They were once proud Talans who decided to revert without knowing the difference between what is eternal and what is no more. I'm here to prevent more Talans from jumping over the cliff until the Ka Sham is restored, and I can be its keeper again.
Why don't you restore the Darasham?
To do that, I would
Sham
need
sham,
to
whatever.
travel to the
Tomato,
Ka
tomato,
temple
potato,
and
potato.
retrieve the Ka Codex, which I can't. But even if I did, it wouldn't be enough.
Meaning you got a bigger rock in your shoe? Let me hear it.
What an odd combination of words. I'm referring to the smoke coming out of the invader's factory.
We
It's so
want the
thick
smoke.
that it suffocates the Ka essence. Sometimes we can't even see the moons anymore. The imbalance not only affects the Darosham, I can feel my healing abilities regressing. Every Shamaz is concerned. I would shut down the factory myself if it wasn't so heavily defended.
I guess picketing protesters won't do the trick, huh?
The smoke may be clouding your reason, Pilgrim. You keep speaking in meaningless sentences that confuse and, dare I say, slightly tease me.
Enough said. Show me the factory, and let's get this over with. What's a codex?
Once per cycle, the sacred codex is brought back to the Temple of Ka so its energy can be replenished by the yards. This energy, in turn, powers the Ka Darosham for a full cycle.
So the codex never made it back from the temple?
After the Daroshams closed, our chief, Rumbar, ordered every codex to be returned to their rightful temple so they could remain in the almighty protection of the yards. They haven't been seen in Pilana since.
What is this place about?
What kind of pilgrim doesn't know about Pilana? The special kind, I'm sure. But did you know that the town is built on the roots of the essence vine? This is why Talans are coming here to surrender their essence to the yards.
Question is, where do I go from here?
If you're seeking direction, I suggest you talk to Hirax, Pilana's master of ceremonies. I'll warn you, he's not as charming as I am.
Gotcha.
The factory. How is it different from the other invader bases?
It produces an obscene amount of smoke that not only destroys the land, but poisons the air.
I'll show him how to quit smoking. What's wrong with Hirax?
Poor Hirax. Even a Shamaz can't heal the wound inside him.
Is it in his head?
If you mean his mind is about to break, then yes.
What happened to him?
As the master of ceremonies, not being able to help the needy Talans and Hazardesses has taken a heavy toll on Hirax. He grows more depressed every moon, and I believe he feels responsible for some of the latest incidents.
Incidents? What kind?
You have to understand, Hirax was once such a beacon of light that pilgrims from all over Adelpha would seek his guidance.
I'm here to help. Do you have anything for me?
I could tell you the tale of a poor harvester from Emia who was deeply in love with a widow of a Donatai guardian. His name was Tuyol. Tuyol was still young, but if the widow rejected his love one more time, he pledged to revert to the Ka Darosham, whether active or not.
Sad tale. What happened to Tuyol?
Hirax told this poor harvester that to seduce his love, he had to offer her frozen flowers from the highest mountain's peak. Tuyol ran off at once, totally unprepared. and never returned. Now it is whispered that Tuyol's Hazardess is trapped on the mountain, and his anger is causing the terrible ice blizzard that has been reverting so many of our people.
How are you with Rumbar?
You mean if Rumbar and I are partners? Lord, no. Rumbar is a fine Talon, but he is not my type.
Can you explain the essences to me?
Of course. When Talons reach a certain age, their essence is revealed during the conversion ceremony. There are 4 types of essence. Fey for fire, Elway for water, Ganda for earth, and Ka for air. Each essence gives a Talon unique abilities and has a tremendous impact on our personalities.
Have you seen any invaders around?
No, but I don't have to see them. I feel their toxic presence every time I breathe, which is often. Don't you feel it as well?
I'm better at dealing pain than feeling it.
Oh my. Bit of a sadist, are you?
What? Absolutely not. This is a disturbing thought. Tell me, who...
Kor, keeper of the Ka Darosham, at your service. I'm always sad to see you go.
I'm sure you are, sir.
Yes? Talk to me.
I'm a little busy deciphering new symbols we found in the Elway Temple. They're fascinating.
Speaking about the temples, the Talans didn't build them, right?
The ancients must have used special techniques to raise the 4 temples. They didn't share their technology with us.
How often are they used?
There are no codex ceremonies anymore. It has been the only activity in the temple since Palana was built. The mountain village gathers the 4 essences in one unique location.
And yet the Yods chose a temple to bring me back here. I wonder why.
The Yods speak in mysterious ways, Ulukai. I have to go now.
All right, I'm gonna go after the Codex, so I'll have a closer look at the place.
Adolpha surely needs his Daroshams. Good luck. Liaz out.
Oh, it's you.
Head just popped up there.
Can we talk about Tuyol?
Tuyol. Romantic to a fault. I only wanted to help him. Poor Tuyol.
Show me where he is, and let's see what I can do.
This moon will never end.
Show me what you can... Hey there.
Who cares? No one wants to buy. I wish there were more pilgrims like you to keep my business running. Or maybe not. Pilgrims are usually broke. I miss our Daoka.
Let me take care of that.
Right. May the yards hear you, pilgrim. Come back with Zorkins.
Hey there.
What can I do for you?
What I do for you? Okay.
Nope. It's full.
Need more space? Aaron can help.
Smells like Talon Spirit. Oh my gosh, that's funny. That's a way down there.
Can we talk, my friend?
Friend, you clearly don't know who you're talking to, so let me fill you in. My name is Agiton. I'm in charge of the Fey Darosham. Were you planning to end your life in flames today?
I'm good, thanks.
Not that you can, anyway. The Darosham is closed until further notice.
Tell me about the Fey Darasham.
The Fey essence is the essence of hunters, Dolotai guardians, soldiers. Although no soldiers remain on Adelpha, this is the gateway through which their reverted essence can reach the Yods, or it used to be. The invaders have screwed with our reversion long enough.
What are you gonna do about it, hothead?
You should have seen me in my young moons. I would have thrown every last one of them into the volcano since they're so interested in it.
Death by lava. Nice, but not my favorite.
You're a fighter. Give me one of your weapons and we'll wipe them off Adelpha together. You and me.
Whoa, slow down. Don't go breaking a hip on me.
Ever since I was a child on Kizar, I've dreamed of being in an epic battle. I was about to join Croax's army, but the Almayel convinced everyone that war is wrong. But this is the right war. It should have been my war. And what do? Nothing. Goddamn nothing.
Well, you don't have to fight on the battlefield to be part of the resistance. There are other ways to contribute.
Alana's not powerless. I've heard Rumbar and Hirex discuss the secrets of the Essence Vine. It is our strongest asset. We have to use it as a weapon against the oppressor.
How can you do that?
Well, I'm not sure. They wouldn't share their secrets with me. They're afraid I'd unleash a firestorm. And they're right, I would. If only my Darosham was restored, it would strengthen my essence.
What will it take to get your Darasham up and running?
The invaders built a base inside our largest volcano, where they reroute the lava to forge their weapons. To bring harmony to the Fey essence, their base must be destroyed. But the Yods are more patient than I am.
Well, anything they build, I can unbuild.
I didn't say unbuild.
I said destroyed! Let them turn into ashes! I see your weapons, the fire in your eyes! You can do this!
Maybe. So
Great.
if I destroy their volcano base, your Darasham can get back to business?
Almost. There's one other piece to this puzzle. I will need the Codex from the Fey Temple. We'll need the Yods on our side, and the Codex contains that power.
Where can I find the Fey Codex?
Once per cycle, the Codex is brought back to the Fey Temple so the Darasham Keeper and the Master of Ceremonies can perform a ritual to recharge it. With enough spiritual energy, the Codex can power the Fey Darasham for a complete cycle.
Why did you come back from the temple empty-handed?
When the invaders attacked, our chief, Rumbar, ordered the 4 Codex to be returned to their temples. Now we can't get them back. You came at a bad time, Pilgrim.
Business is slow, huh?
Slow? Look at this place. Nothing's happening in Palana since these goddamn invaders landed on our planet. The Yods must hate me.
Hey, don't take it personal.
Why would they make me a Darasham Keeper, then take away the Darasham? Why would they deny me an honorable fight against our oppressors?
What is this place about?
You don't know? Palana is a sacred destination for all those who want to shuffle off this mortal coil and return to the loving embrace of the Yods. The town is built on the roots of the Essence Vine. Did you come here to revert?
Look at me. Do I look like a suicidal person to you?
I see. You're afraid of the final transformation. Talk to Hirax, the Master of Ceremonies. He will ease your confusion. On second thought, he might make it worse. This is Hirax we're talking about after all.
Gummit.
Are you a friend of Hirax?
Hirax doesn't have friends. If the Ka Darosham was active, he'd be first in line for the leap.
Well, sounds like a ray of sunshine.
Don't listen to any of his guidance, Pilgrim. Unless you're desperate for a swim in a volcano.
That happened before?
Sadly, yes. Ask Hirax about Arebold. I don't want anything to do with his mess.
Are the invaders causing trouble in Palana?
Not directly. I mean, if you don't snoop around their fortress, they won't shoot you. But Yods above. I dream of showing up on their doorstep with enough firepower to blow them back to the stars.
You wanted to fight alongside Croax? Do you even know who he was working for? What he was doing to your people?
I just know he had an army of soldiers, and that was enough to convince me. I have always loved to fight.
Are you close to Rumbar? Yeah, that's funny. I used to live close to a Rumbar, actually. It was called One-Eyed Scum.
Scum? Was he the chief of your village?
No, nothing like that.
You think losing an eye is funny?
What? No, not that, but Rumbar?
Look, I'm not close to Rumbar. He rarely keeps me in the loop. I'm too intense, he says. Too intense? Go by to use Nikog, you... You know what? I don't care. I have other friends.
Yeah, what is he talking about? I mean, you seem pretty composed. Who are you?
You dumb Twanha.
You just call me a dumb twat.
Keeper of the Fey Darosham.
Never mind. Lord, I apologize.
That word you just mentioned there, Nikog.
I'm not talking about my ex here.
Don't get me started on that.
I'm already having a bad moon.
Lord, I apologize. I should say
Stay
X
calm,
as,
Agathon.
not X.
I'll stay wherever I want to stay.
Stay wherever I want to stay. I do what I want. Okay, bro.
Like I'm not.
Sweat. Ooh, a thingy. Okay, good. I didn't get myself burned. Ping-ponging around.